gonna start off in a wide knee child's pose. So come about centered into your mat. Take your knees out wide, sink the hips towards the heels, lengthen through the arms, let your head rest, and allow your heart to stay open towards the floor. With every inhale, think about lengthening through your arms, pulling the chest just a little closer to the earth. And with every exhale, see if you can sink the hips just a little bit closer to your heels. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, lengthen through the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, bring the heart towards the earth. Exhale, sink the hips down towards the heels. Breathe into the hips, 1 more breath. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Pressing into the palms and the forearms. Push yourself up into a tabletop. Bring your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Feel free to untuck the toes. Inhale, pull the pelvis forward. Pull the heart towards the front. Maybe your gaze goes up, cow pose. Exhale, pelvis back, round through the spine, gaze in between the knees, cat pose. Take a few rounds of cat-cow, your own breath, your own pace. Really press into your palms and your fingertips. Press into the tops of the feet, the shins, taking some of the weight off of the knees. Keep going, cat-cow. For 3, for 2. Inhale, come into a neutral spine. Shifting your weight to your palms and your left shin, lift your right leg up and back, flex the right foot. Pull that right knee next to the left knee to hover. And then I want you to circle out that right knee, allowing that right hip to open up, but trying to keep your torso towards your mat. Just opening up that hip and closing it off. Keep that flex in that right foot. 3, 2, distribute the weight evenly throughout both hands and your left shin. Do it 1 more time. Inhale, kick that right leg back. Keep it flexed. Drop that right hip. Lengthen. And as you exhale, bring your right leg to the outside of that right hand. Walk your hands slightly forward. Maybe you come onto the fingertips. Roll the shoulders away. Take a deep breath. Lizard pose. Think about opening up the heart to the front. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Make some room for your neck. 1 more breath. Dropping that left palm. Bring your right hand to the inside of that right thigh. I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see me. You're going to bring that right toe in, and you're going to pull it out as you sort of push that right thigh away, opening up the heart to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bring that right toe in, gaze down. Inhale, open it up. Open up that right toe. Open up the chest. Maybe your gaze goes up. Exhale, close it. Keep going, just like that. For 5, breathe into the hips. Allow that your right toes to help open up and close the hips. 3, 2, 1. Stay open. Hold it. Press into that right thigh. Gaze up. Press into that left palm. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Close the right toes. Bring that right hand down. Shift your hips slightly back until your hips are over that left knee. And I want you to heel toe your right foot. I'm going to switch sides so you can see me. Heel toe your right foot till it's aligned with that left knee. Slightly, it doesn't have to be perfectly aligned. Your right toes are facing towards that left side of your mat. Feel free to stay here if you want a little bit more. Walk your hands forward until your forearms touches the ground. Maybe you'll let your head rest Or maybe you come onto the fingertips and breathe. Pressing into that left shin. Keep the hips over that left knee. You'll feel this slightly on the inside of that right leg. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. If your hands are extended, walk your hands under your shoulders. Press the floor away. Plant your left palm. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, plant your right palm. You're going to swing that right leg back. I'm going to come back. Swing that right leg back. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, bring that right knee down. Inhale, you're going to do this on the left side. So reach your left leg up and back. Drop that left hip. Keep a flex in the left foot. Your weight is distributed evenly throughout your palms and that right shin. Pull that left knee next to the right knee, hovering, and then circle it out. Open up that left hip. Keep going, just like that. Keep a flex in that left foot. Neutral spine, press into the palms and the right shin. 3. Breathe. 2. 1. Inhale, kick that left leg back. Exhale, swing that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Walk the hand slightly in front of you. Come onto the fingertips, roll the shoulders away from the neck, lengthen through the crown, through the head, and just breathe here. Lizard pose. Breathe into both sides of your hips. You'll feel a little bit of tension in your left hip as your right hip is opening up. One more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, plant your right palm onto the floor. Bring your left hand to the inside of the left thigh. You're going to bring your left toes to the left side as you open up the chest and push that left thigh away. Exhale, close the left toes in, gaze down, close the chest. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, close. Keep going just like that. Really allow your left toes to help you open up the left hip. 5. Try not to push too much with that left hand. 4. 3. Stabilize yourself with the right hand. 2. 1. Hold it here. Open. Hold it at the open. Hold it. Breathe. 1 more breath. Exhale. Close the left toes. Drop the left hand down. Walk the hands back. Shift the hips so the hips are hovering over that right knee. Heel toe your left leg to sort of be aligned with that right knee. Stay here, or if you'd like a little bit more, walk your hands forward. Maybe you drop the forearms, or maybe you come up onto the fingertips. Roll the shoulders away from the neck. Close the eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Make sure your hips are over that right knee, pressing into that right shin and right top of the foot. Breathe into the inside of that left leg. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands under the shoulders. Press the floor away. Plant the right palm. Inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, drop the left hand. Swing the left leg back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tabletop. Walk your hands slightly forward, maybe like 1 to 2 inches. Tuck your toes. Pike your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out the feet. 2 more breaths. Maybe you're taking movement in your down dog, or maybe you're just holding it. 1 more breath. Wherever you're at, start to find stillness in this down dog. Take 1 deep breath here. And as you exhale, I want you to walk your feet off of the mat. Point the toes outwardly, so the toes are pointing to the respective sides. Walk your hands back towards your feet. So much so that your hips are sort of aligned with your legs now. You don't want the hips too far back where they're behind the heels. You kind of want to find this place where your weight is distributed throughout your whole foot. letting your feet and your toes just support you. Soften your knees, make sure you're not locking your joints. Let your head and your shoulders be heavy. Breathe in this wide-legged forward fold. 2 more deep breaths. Just breathe. 1 more. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Lift up halfway. Come onto the palms. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips. Again, soften the knees, engage the core. Bring the torso up. I'm going to shift so you can see me. Toes are still pointing out. Bend your knees. Bring your hands to your thighs. Sink as far as you can. Rock side to side, goddess pose. Just keep rocking for 3. Think about pushing the knees towards the back. Feeling that opening in the hips. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, find stillness. Roll your gaze and your chest towards the left side. That right shoulder is coming down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, roll the torso to the right side. Left shoulder is coming down. Inhale, center, and just do that for 5. For 4, stabilizing yourself in between your feet, opening up the hips. 3, feeling it in the spine. 2, 1, inhale, come back to center, sink down. Take a breath. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Heel toe your feet. Whoop. Heel toe your feet so they're wider than hip width distance apart. Point the toes outward again. Sink your bum all the way down. Yogi squat. Make sure your elbows are pressing against your inner thighs. You're lengthening through the torso. Your tailbone is trying to go down towards the floor. Lengthen through the spine. 3 deep breaths. Think about shifting the weight to the outside edges of your feet. Trying not to collapse into those arches or that ankle. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Extending your arms. Bring your sit bones all the way through to the floor. Hug your knees in. Straighten out your legs. Bring your hands to your back, sort of where your hips are at. And I want you to bend your left leg about 90 degrees. Flex your left toes. Now bend your right leg also about 90 degrees. And there's about 1.5 feet space between that left foot and that right knee. Hands are behind you. Take a deep breath here. Lift the knees up. Take the knees to the other side. Take a breath. Do it again. And keep going just like that. So you're sort of like fanning your knees. Let your arms, your hands really ground you. Sink your way back to your palms. And just keep going like that. For 5, I like to flex my foot, so I usually cue to flex the foot. 4, anchoring through the hip as you fan to one side. So when you're fanning to the right side, anchor through your right hip. When you're fanning to the left side, anchor through that left hip. Let your chest stay open, stay long in the neck. That countdown was so off. Let's try it again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like we started. Roll yourself back up. Bring your knees to close. Extend through your legs. I'm going to switch sides so you can see me. Extend through your legs. Let there be a slight bend in your knees. Inhale, lengthen your torso. As you exhale, just slowly fold into your bent knees. And just breathe here. Feel it alongside that lower spine. Let your shoulders relax. Let your neck relax. One last deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, walk your hands to guide you back into a seat. Bring the bottoms of your feet to touch. And keep some room. I'm going to have like a foot between my feet and my pelvis, so my forearms can rest on the floor or rest on my ankles, wherever my forearms can reach. So I'm going to take a deep inhale, lengthen through my spine. As I exhale, I'm going to hinge at my hips, lead with your chest, and fold into your legs. Letting your forearms rest. Let your head be heavy. Breathe into both sides of your hips. In through the nose and out. Take 3 more deep breaths, just like this. Maybe you close the eyes, tuck the chin. Focus on your breath and your body. One more. Inhale. As you exhale, press into the palms. Walk yourself back into a seat. Close the knees. Extend through the legs and slowly make your way onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Circle out the knees, rock side to side. Do what feels good. And when you're ready, start to find a little bit of stillness. Hug your shins and your knees in towards your chest. So your hands are on your shins and you're pulling your knees in towards your chest. Open up your legs and pull your knees in towards your armpits. Hold it here first. Take a breath. And when you're ready, maybe you grab a hold of your toes or the inside of your arches or the outside of that foot. Moving into happy baby. Think about pulling those knees in towards the armpits again. Let's find a little bit of stillness here. Targeting our hips. 3 deep breaths. Maybe you flex your feet. Make sure your shoulders and your hips are pressing against your mat. Your gaze is just up towards the sky. One more breath, pulling those knees in towards the armpits, breathing into the hips. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. If you want to start to take a little bit of movement, feel free to do so. I'm just going to rock side to side for 3. Kick my legs for 2. 1. When you're ready, bring your knees in to touch. Give it one last hug. And when you're ready, extend your legs out. Open up the palms towards the sky. We'll move into our final resting pose, Shavasana. And just allow your body to relax. Allow your whole body to melt into the earth. And I invite you to grab a timer, set it for 5 to 10 minutes. And just give yourself the space and the time to just rest, or maybe move into a meditation. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you'd like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to stay up to date for more videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much again for practicing with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Namaste.